All right. What's going on, Josiah? What's going on? I don't know how to type in my own chat. I don't know how. I just don't. How do I shut this down? Oh gosh, I'm a mess over here. All right. How we doing? We're back on live. Great live this morning. And now we are back. Got my bathing suit on. Truly in the beach mood over here. What's going on? Yeah, we just gotta wait for everyone to join up. You missed the one this morning? You missed the live this morning? Is that what you're saying? You missed the live this morning? I swear you were there. Oh no, you weren't. You weren't. Jonah was there. Here's Josiah. That's different. Josiah, I'm gonna make you mod. My guy. I'll make you mod. Add as moderator. There you go. Have we got a couple new mods today. The loyal guys are my mods. Now just gotta wait for everyone to join, and then we'll talk. We'll talk as we always do. Bro, is VJ Edgecombe a future star? In my opinion, VJ Edgecombe is a future star. I loved the way he looked last night. And I'm hoping that he keeps something like that up tonight, because that was good. The athleticism is clearly there. As I said in my video that I just made about VJ Edgecombe, I thought the shot looked good at times. The mid-range shot was very clearly there, but the three-point shot even looked good at times. You can see that the flick is there. I really like the pick from Philly. Can you guys see me? You guys see me? I think all top 5 picks are future stars. So you think Nipple's gonna be a future star? Conka Nipple? I don't know how confident I'm feeling that Conka Nipple will be a future star, but Conka Nipple will be a good player in the league for sure. I just don't know about future star. That would be my main thing with Conka Nipple. Can you guys see my face, or is it covered by the chat for you guys? Because I know I'm low on the screen right now. He'll be a good role player? Yeah, I think he'll be a good role player too. But I don't know about star. Covered? My face is covered? Alright, let me see if I can figure this out here. What if I stand like this? I think the Knicks get to the finals next year. I'm hoping they beat the Cavs. I think they could beat the Cavs. Do I think they will beat the Cavs? I don't know. I really like the Cavs. I obviously am a Knicks fan, but I also really like the Cavs. Like, I loved the Lonzo Ball edition. I really did. And then plus you have guys, if they stay healthy, there'll be a problem in the East, especially since there's no Celtics anymore. I hope the Knicks can beat them too. I can see your face when you stand up. Great. What's up, Deline? Bro, my brother wants to play basketball. Any tips for him? He is 6'1". Like, how old is he? Can he grow anymore? How old is he? Like, is 6'1" the highest he's gonna go? Can you shout out my boy? It's his birthday today. His name is, okay. What do you think about VJ Edgecombe? I love VJ Edgecombe. I love VJ Edgecombe. Like I said earlier, the athleticism is very clearly there. I think the jump shot looks good. I think the jump shot has a lot of potential to improve over time. I think the defensive IQ could be a little bit better, but you can obviously see he's a great defensive player already. He moves very quick laterally. Do you play basketball? I do play basketball. He's 18? Okay, so he's probably done growing. So, tips for a 6'1" basketball player. Shoot the ball well. Have good court awareness, good court vision. We got 147 people in here. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Be sure to like the stream, subscribe if you're new. I hope the new players in the NBA start doing good. Yeah, me too. I'm rooting for everybody in the NBA. Is Ace Bailey a future star? I don't know. He's quick. He's athletic. He's got upside for sure. He's very long. He's longer than his height. His height tells you. Like, he's only 6'7", but that guy's long. The wingspan is there. It feels like he's taller than 6'7". What's up, Chan? And the potential's there. I'm 5'6", I'm about to be 13. Am I gonna be tall? I don't know. There's no telling it, and you can really tell based off how tall your parents are. But I'm sure you'll be tall. 5'6" at 13 is not short. Do you think Dennis Schroeder is getting traded in 24 hours or no? No. Dennis Schroeder will not be traded in 24 hours. He just signed with Sacramento. I don't like that deal for Sacramento, by the way. $15 million a year for Dennis Schroeder. Got the camera for Lamar Jackson. I got you, LSA. LSA prods, I got you. We got 203 people in here. I appreciate everybody for joining. Be sure to like the stream if you're new. We got 203 people in here, 4 likes on the stream. What's the minimum height to play basketball? I mean, minimum? If we're going wrong hand? Oh, wrong hand. Wrong hand, my bad. There you go. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Just him. What's going on? How big do you think Joel Embiid? Okay. Paul George or Carmelo Anthony, who's better? I subbed. I appreciate that. Just him. Paul George. Only because of the defense. Will Kawhi win another chip? I don't think Kawhi will win another chip, no. What seed are the Pistons going to be? I could see them being anywhere from... I could see them being a 5 seed, but I can also see them falling down to like 6, 7 seed. What's the best NBA team this season? Thunder. Who will have the better career, Wemby or Flag? Wemby. Did Wemby actually grow? I don't think Wemby grew, but if he grew, that's freakish. Should the Knicks trade Cats? No. I don't think the Knicks should trade Cats. I think they need another year. All right, no, stop 6-7s. Stop with the 6-7s. Stop. No more 6-7s. No more of that. Do you watch football? I do watch football. Do you think the Hornets are going to be better? I think the Hornets could be better. I like the Sexton deal for them, considering they only got him for... they only had to give away Nurkic to get him. Yo, stop spamming 6-7, 2OT. I like signing Nipple. I like getting McNeely at the end of the first round. All right, no more 6-7s. Do you think the 76ers could be a championship contender within the next few years? I think they could get a championship contender maybe this year. If everything goes their way, I think they could be a championship contender this year. I think if the Knicks keep going back every year, I think we could win. I think if they could win any year, this is the year where they could win. Stop with the 6-7s. Stop with the 6-7. Who's winning the Western Conference? I think it's going to be OKC again. We got 235 people in here, 9 likes on the stream. Be sure to like the stream. Subscribe if you're new. Help me out. Will Ant-Man win an MVP? I don't know. Not this year. Not anytime soon, I don't think. Stop 6-7ing. Stop. Do you think Ayton is a good center for the Lakers? I think he's a good center for the Lakers. I don't think he makes them contenders. Only because of the defense. I think he's an okay 4th option. I just don't like the defense. I don't like the rim protection. Do you think Kevin Hart will join the NBA? I don't think so. I actually watched a great Kevin Hart movie this morning. It was Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell and Get Hard. You think Timberwolves are going to get to the conference finals again? Who knows? I mean, they brought back pretty much the exact same core, except they didn't bring back Nickeil Alexander-Walker. How do you think Cooper Flag will do? I think Cooper Flag will be great. Do you like the Wizards' future? I love the Wizards' future, because now, trading for Cam Whitmore, now you have Trey Johnson that you just got. You have Alex Sarr, Bub Carrington, Keyshawn George, Vucevic, Cam Whitmore now. I love that team over there. Koulibaly from a couple years ago, but he's still very young, because they got him when he was very young. I think the fact that the league is pretty balanced and that there's a chance every year there could be a new champ every year. Yeah, there could definitely be a new champ every year, but I don't think it's gonna be this year because I think OKC just has a chokehold on the league right now. Bucks are cooked. Yeah, the Bucks are cooked. They might be a top 6 seed next year though. TK and the Warriors and be like 6-7. Yeah, stops at the 6-7s. Seriously. Do you think LeBron's the GOAT? I agree with you. I do think LeBron's the GOAT. Who's Xavier Tillman? He's a center / sometimes power forward on the Celtics. He's not very good. What do you think about Cooper Flag? Cooper Flag is great, and he's going to be even better in a couple years. Nuggets, I think the Nuggets are contenders next season. I think the Nuggets are surefire contenders. Do you think LaMelo will ever win? No, in the future. Do I think LaMelo can win in the future? Yeah, I think he can. He's young. I think the efficiency's got to go up. The IQ at times, but he's fun. Why is nobody talking about Luke Cornett to the Spurs? That could do a lot for them. Yeah, I like it. It's a good backup center for them. Luke Cornett is underrated. I mean, you saw what he did in round 2 against the Knicks last year. He stepped up when guys like Porzingis were struggling. I think they got him on a good contract. Maybe overpaid him a little bit, but I don't mind it. I think it's a good backup center behind Wemby. Xavier Tillman is the starting center for the Celtics. I hope not. I hope they just start Amari Williams over him. Who's better all time, Al Horford or Gary Payton? Oh my God, what am I saying? I thought I said Gary Payton. I didn't think it said Gary Payton the second. But either way, it would be Gary Payton. But in this case, Al Horford or Gary Payton the second. It's Al Horford. Yo, dude, your YouTube has grown so much. Congratulations. Thank you, Gigs. Thank you. You've been here since day one. I gotta mod you. We got 260 people in here. I appreciate everybody. This is the most I've ever had. Thunder a dynasty? No. Only because the second apron. If the second apron was not a thing, then the OKC Thunder would probably be a dynasty. Be sure to like the stream, everybody. You think the Clippers make the Western Conference Finals in the next 5 years? No. No, I don't think so. Do you do any 2K content? I dabbled a while ago, but not much anymore. Hey, Emily. What does mod mean? It means you can basically just, like, you kind of have control over the chat. So when people are, like, spamming or saying a bunch of stupid things, you can just time them out. I scored 35 yesterday. Congrats, Lil B. Knicks coming out of the East next year? I think they could come out of the East. We got 220 people in here. Please just shout out for me. Shout out Kristen. What about the Hawks moves? I love the Hawks moves. I really did. I really did love the Hawks moves. I liked bringing in Nikhil Alexander-Walker. He's just a guy that, like, any team would love to have Nikhil Alexander-Walker on their team. You add Luke Kennard, just a sharpshooter to put next to Trae Young. You add a Kristaps Porzingis, who, if he stays healthy, can be very impactful, especially if he's going to be the starting center. Or especially if he's going to be backup center, sorry. I really love their offseason. And the only guys they lost in the process of getting those three guys who are going to be in the rotation next year for sure was Jordan Niang, who was on a bad contract, and Trey Mann, who was on an even worse contract. So, what is Golden State going to do? Probably not much other than maybe a Jonathan Kuminga sign and trade, and then maybe signing Al Horford if Al Horford doesn't retire. Because if Al Horford doesn't go to Golden State, he'll probably retire, and vice versa. Hawks is gathering long two-way players to put next to Trey. Yeah, and it's the players that they need. Brown or Kobe? LeBron, in my opinion. 76ers are kind of a sneaky team. Yeah, they are kind of a sneaky team because they're going to come into next year with all their guys fully healthy. Plus, you add VJ Edgecombe. Plus, you add, who do they add? Jabari Walker. They got Jabari Walker on a two-way deal. I like that a lot for them. Who else did they add in free agency? I'm trying to think. They lost Gershon Yabusele to the Knicks. Apparently, they only offered Yabusele the minimum, which kind of sucks. Did you mod me because you said you were? Yeah, I modded you, Josiah. Mavs in 6 next year in the finals. If they can get past OKC, I don't know about that. I think the thing with the Mavs is they might take their record might take a hit while Kyrie's out, and that's the thing. So they might not get to be a top 4 or 5 seed only because Kyrie will miss so many games. Do you think that the Knicks should use their bench to get more star power or just run it back? I think the Knicks should just run it back. I mean, because they added Clarkson and Yabusele and didn't lose anything. All they lost was Shamet and Wright, and they added guys like Yabusele and Clarkson, who's no doubt that's an upgrade. The Mavs are probably not going to make it to the playoffs. I think the Mavs will make it to the playoffs. I just don't think that they will go super far, because I think they're going to get on the bad side of the bracket, meaning like the OKC side of the bracket. Spurs going to the Western Conference Finals. Can you imagine if they go to the Western Conference Finals in Wemby's third year? That'd be crazy. How do you think the Lakers will do? I think the Lakers. I don't know. I don't think they're championship contenders. I think they're good enough to be a first, second round exit next year. I don't think that Aiden really moves the needle for them. I saw someone say the Blazers are a sneaky team. I like what the Blazers are doing. I like that they're trying to build a defensive-oriented squad over there, adding Drew Holiday. But I don't think they're a sneaky team right now. Maybe in the future. Congrats on hitting 1K, bro. Next 10K. Thank you, Josiah. I appreciate that. Hopefully 10K is next. Who's the best team in the NBA? The Thunder. A lot of people always glaze the Lakers because they're a big market and guys die hard for their team. I respect that. And it's the same thing with the Knicks. I'm a Knicks fan and guys go hard for the Knicks. I go hard for the Knicks. Do you think the Cavs will make it out of the East or the Knicks will? I think the Cavs... No. My Knicks. But the Cavs are tough. I think it's going to be Knicks and Cavs in the Eastern Conference Finals. It's going to be Knicks in 7. Who's the best player in the NBA right now? Nikola Jokic. What do you think about Devin Booker? I think he needs to get out of Phoenix. I think a perfect fit for him would have been a team like Detroit. Put him next to Cade Cunningham, and they would play perfectly off each other. Because you have a team over there in Detroit who has Cade Cunningham, and he's basically doing everything for them. He's scoring for them. He's facilitating for them. You want to take some of that scoring pressure off of him if you're Detroit. And if you're Detroit, you were hoping that was Jaden Ivey, which hopefully he can do that when he comes back from injury. But it seems like he's kind of plateaued in his progression. So Devin Booker would have been perfect for Detroit. He'd just come in, play on the wing, play off of Cade Cunningham, and just get buckets. I think that's a perfect combination next to Kate Cunningham. Devin Booker needs to be free. I agree with you. What about the Suns? I don't know. I mean, I liked what they did in the offseason besides the KD trade. I liked them bringing in Mark Williams. I liked them drafting Molly Watch. I like Rasheer Fleming. It's tough. It's a tough situation over there considering they got rid of everything to get KD. How do you think the Mavericks will do next year? Anywhere from a 6 to 9 seed. How do you feel about the Pistons next year? I don't know. I don't like that they lost Malik Beasley. I don't like that they lost Dennis Schroeder. I think they brought in Duncan Robinson and Karis LeVert, who are solid, but I think that hurts them a little bit because if you're the Pistons, you wanted to come into this offseason and say, hey, we did good. We went to the playoffs last year after having the worst record didn't they have like one of the worst losing streaks in NBA history? They lost like 30 games in a row. But then year after that, they flip the script. They go in, they play the Knicks in the first round. They give them a good fight. Who knows? Maybe if that foul gets called on Josh Hart on that Tim Hardaway 3 to win, I think, Game 5, maybe we're in a different spot right now. Oh, no. Was it Game 6? I don't know. But Detroit could have beat the Knicks last year. And now, so they come into this offseason, they're like, all right, if we add another good piece, we could make a run in the East next year, especially with the East wide open. But instead, they lose Malik Beasley to a gambling problem. They lose Malik Beasley because he might be a felon. And then you lose Dennis Schroeder to free agency. So that kind of sucks for them. I mean, bringing in Karis LeVert and Duncan Robinson helps to heal the wound a little bit, but it sucks. It was not a good offseason for them, in my opinion. Do you think Luka Doncic will win a championship in his career? I hope. I don't think he'll get one in this LeBron era over in LA, but I hope. Do you think the Pacers can make it to the level they did this year? Like next year? No, not without Halliburton. And I think the thoughts on Pacers, you guys are talking about the Pacers a lot. So without Halliburton, this team will probably be a play-in team. A play-in team probably at best. I don't think that team can be a top 6 seed, even with the great coaching they have, even with the great system that they have over there offensively, with everyone willing to buy in. And it's what got them to the finals this year. But I think losing Tyrese Halliburton to the injury, I mean, that obviously hurts, but being unwilling to pay Miles Turner, being unwilling to go into the luxury tax a little bit and losing Miles Turner to your division rival, that kind of sucks too. And I know people like to hate on Miles Turner. I know he's been in trade rumors his whole career, but you wouldn't be in the position that you were in last year in the playoffs without Miles Turner. So that hurts, in my opinion. Where will Damian Lillard go? I think he should go to Boston and go rehab with Jason Tatum and come back in 2027 and just be a god squad over there. What seed do you think the 76ers will be? I think the 76ers could be a top 6 seed in the East. I think they can. Do you think the Rockets can win the chip and maybe go back-to-back? I don't. Maybe after this year. I think OKC wins it this next season no matter what. I don't think that any team can really stop them. But the season after this season, the 2027 season, I could totally see Houston stepping up because the second apron wouldn't have hit them yet. Because I think their guys are due for extensions in 2027. Their main guys. Like Amen will want his extension in 2027. So I think they could win a championship in 2027. I don't know about 2026. I'm skeptical. I think they could put up a good fight in the Western Conference Finals with OKC. Will OKC win back-to-back championships? I think so. How are the Warriors going to do? I think the Warriors can make some noise in the West. But I think ultimately they lose to either Houston or OKC. I think with a healthy Curry, they could put up a fight. But I think they lose ultimately to Houston or OKC, as I said. As a Cam Whitmore Blazer, what do you think about the trade? I like it for Washington, only having to give up 1 second-round pick and a second-round pick swap. It's really good for Washington, just adding to the young core that they're building over there. Like, they're going to have assets for days eventually. For Houston, I don't know. I mean, I don't hate it. You work with Cam Whitmore. I mean, they did the gracious thing, and they worked with Cam Whitmore to get him to a place where he would get more opportunity. So I don't love it for Houston in terms of the return, but it was gracious. It's not like, I mean, they kind of benefit from not adding another player. I don't think they want any more players added to the roster. So I don't mind. I don't mind it for Houston. I love it for Washington. Who's your favorite player? I love Jalen Brunson. I'm a Knicks fan. Do you think LeBron James will win another chip before Anthony Edwards? Page Child Sport. No. Do you think Amen Thompson will make first team all defense again? And what is his potential with the Rockets now with KD? I do think Amen Thompson is definitely capable of being all defensive first team again. His potential skyrockets, honestly, with KD, because less attention on a guy that gets a lot of his points off cutting to the basket. So I think cuts will open up for him. If he can develop his three-point shot, that's going to be massive for him too. I think we're in for a great year from Amen Thompson. Do you think Damian Lillard is better than Hallie? At this point in time, it might be Halliburton. It might be. Do you think Jaden Ivey will have a good, healthy season? I don't know. I have a hard time manifesting like what people's health situations will be, but I hope so. Will VJ Edgecombe be a franchise changer? I think he could. He could be a franchise changer. Like what he showed last night, if he can be a fraction of that in the actual NBA, that's a huge W for Philly. Adding to that guard depth that they already have over there with McCain, Maxey. If they re-sign Grimes. Be sure to like the stream, everybody. We got 220 people in here and 40 likes on the stream. I didn't notice KD said he needs to play around three-point shooters. How will he fit in Houston? Well, we got to think about the starting line that Houston will run out there. It'll probably be Fred VanVleet. Then they'll go Amen Thompson, KD, and then either probably Smith, and then Alperen Sengun. That's a squad with a lot of three-point shooting. Because you got Fred VanVleet, who's a good shooter. I mean, don't pay attention to the efficiency because a lot of the times Fred VanVleet was the one that got the ball got the ball for Houston when there was no time on the shot clock and a shot just had to go up. So Fred VanVleet, his efficiency took a hit based off of that. So Fred VanVleet is a good three-point shooter. Amen Thompson needs to put in work. I'm assuming they're going to put in a lot of work this offseason with his three-point shot, but maybe if he can get to like a 30% three-point shooter, it's bad, but it's not horrible. Well, it's horrible, but it's not god-awful. Then you got Kevin Durant, obviously elite three-point shooter. Jabari Smith, solid three-point shooter. Sengun, all right three-point shooter. That's not where this team is going to thrive. The team is going to thrive on the defensive end. The team is going to thrive at stopping the other team from scoring. Because you think about Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant for Phoenix was probably their best defender. He's going to come in for Houston and be their third, fourth, fifth best defender. That takes a lot of defensive pressure off of KD, more than it takes the three-point shooting off him on the offensive end. So that's where this team wants to thrive. And offensively, KD doesn't need that much space to get a bucket. I mean, we've seen that KD can score in small spaces, not using that many dribbles. So I wouldn't be worried about KD offensively, but defensively, this team's a problem. And that's where this team is going to thrive. Amen could be Depoy at his peak. Yeah, maybe. Maybe he could be the first guard Depoy since, Marcus Smart? Hornets is kind of stacked now. Yeah, they got a nice young core over there with adding Con Knipple, Liam McNeely. Didn't they add Kalkbrenner in the second round? Do you think Tyrese Maxey can be a top 3 guard in the league in the next few years? In the next few years, yeah, maybe. But I don't think next season. I don't think immediately. Do you think LeBron will get traded? No, I do not think LeBron will get traded. Who's your favorite artist, Drake? Knicks get a shot this year after the bench acquisition? Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you for sure. I love adding Yabusele and Clarkson. Who do you think won the Lonzo Ball trade? I think Cleveland won the trade. Because Lonzo's going to come in there and immediately be their best perimeter defender. Spot, small forward at times. We saw him do that a little bit ago. He's very versatile. He can shoot the ball. If he stays healthy, that's a great acquisition. What seed do you think the Spurs are next season? Probably a playing team, hopefully. Hopefully they can get a taste of playoff action. How many years does LeBron have left? I think this is his last year. I think this is his last year. If it's not, then the season after it will be. He's not going to play more than 2 years. Do you think the Sixers have a shot at the chip? I don't think they have a shot at chip, but I think they have a shot at being competitive in the Eastern Conference for sure. When will the Spurs contenders? Probably in 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years if they make the right moves. What rookie from this year's draft do you really like? I really like Cedric Howard. I really like Jack Achonis at 20 for the Heat. I really like Carter Bryant at 14 for the Spurs. I love Carter Bryant. I love VJ Edgecombe. That's an obvious one. I love Rasheer Fleming in the second round. I like Adu Thero for LA. I like Kobe Brea late in the second round. Kobe Brea is going to Phoenix, I believe. Can Golden State be a contender? They can be in those conversations. I don't know if I put them as a contender personally. What do you think of Tui? I like Alex Tui. Is Jason Tatum top 3 in the NBA? No. The top 3 in the NBA is Jokic, SGA, Giannis. I think Kobe is better than LeBron. What do you think? I think LeBron's better than Kobe Bryant. But I don't even want to get into those debates because those debates are like insufferable. We got 300 people in here, 48 likes on the stream. Be sure to like the stream. Do you think the Lakers need to trade Austin Reeves? Not this offseason. I think the only trade that really would have made sense is a trade maybe like Austin Reeves to Detroit for Jalen Duren. I think that trade could have made a little bit of sense, but I don't think that trading Austin Reeves makes sense for LA now. I posted a video, check it out. I'll check it out in a minute. I'll check it out after I end stream LSA. Where will Giannis go? Giannis is going to stay in Milwaukee for the season. I don't know where he goes after that, like, because they're obviously not going to do well this season, and it's only downhill from there. So I don't know where he'll go definitively. I think Atlanta could be fun. Where are you from? I'm from Jersey. Do you think Curry's the best point guard ever? Yes, I do think Curry's the best point guard ever. We got 300 people in here. I appreciate everybody for joining. Subscribe if you're new. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. Who should be Brooklyn's 1A this season? I'd like to see them put the ball in the hands of Jaeger Demon, Nolan Traore. I want to see them put that ball in the hands of their young guys. Are the Rockets going all the way? No. But I think they could put up a fight against OKC and maybe go all the way in 2027. Bro, I'm a Bulls fan. That's painful. Will the Wizards be the next Rockets? I don't think so. They have a great young core, but I don't know if I like the young core as much as I don't know if I fancy that young core as much as I fancy Houston's young core or fancied Houston's young core. Do you think Anthony Edwards is going to get revenge next season on SGA? I think that could be fun, but no. Who's LeBron getting traded to? I don't think he's going to get traded. What do you think of Dame? I think he should go to Boston. Is John Jones pound for pound best point guard in the NBA? The NBA has no, but he is the pound for pound best MMA fighter ever. I know people hate that because of the Tom Aspinall stuff, but I think he's the best MMA fighter ever. That's a fact. You can't really deny that. Do you think OKC earned that win in the finals against the Pacers? Yes, 100%. Indiana did not back down. Like, that team was tough. That team was legit, and they had been legit. People were sleeping on Indiana, but they've been one of the best teams in the NBA since January of this year. Do you think the Mavs will trade for a young guard in the next few years after Kyrie retires, or leave to make a deal with Cooper Flag? If so, what do you think it would be? I don't know. What do you mean by that? Do you think Malik Beasley is actually gambling? Probably. They don't go into these deep investigations for no reason. Like, he'll probably get convicted. I hope not, because I hope Malik Beasley can stay in the NBA. He's a lot of fun. He talks. He hits threes. I hope he can stay in the NBA, but they don't just investigate people usually. BJ Edgecombe, next Philly star, probably. Him and McCain could be next up. Aspinall would murder John. But I still think John's the GOAT. Are the Lakers contenders? No. How many years do you think it will take the Bulls to make the playoffs? 3-4 years. I think they've been setting themselves back every offseason. I think the Celtics are a playing team. Yeah, they'll probably be a playing team. They probably will be. What's up, Allen Iverson? Who will be the best Wizards player in a couple years? Koulibaly. Is this your best stream? I think this is my best stream. The streams keep on getting better and better. I appreciate everybody for making these streams special. I'm having a lot of fun. How many championships does LeBron have? 5? 4? 2 in Miami, 1 in Cleveland, 1 in LA. 4. Messi, Ronaldo. Dallas and Orlando finals. I forgot. I always forget that Orlando's a team. What do you think the Eastern Conference standing is going to be next year? Thank you, Josiah. My vacation's going well. It'll be. Here's my predictions for the Eastern Conference standings. I'm gonna make a video on this. It's gonna be Cleveland, New York, Atlanta, Orlando, Detroit, Philly. What do you think of that top 6? I think West is. I'm not even gonna try and predict West. Bro, the best basketball shoes for you? I like Donovan Mitchell's shoes. If we're talking like affordable shoes, I like Donovan Mitchell's shoes. I like Giannis's shoes. If you want to go, those are pretty affordable. Philly, yes, I do think Philly could be a top 6 seed. Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson? Muhammad Ali. Accurate. Take Atlanta out and throw Pacers in there though. I can't throw Atlanta out. I'm so high on that Atlanta team. Steph got some nice shoes nowadays. Yeah, I was gonna say Curry's are nice. Curry's are nice, Austin. What do you think about the Magic? I'm high on the Magic. I think what the Magic were missing last year was offense and a guy that can shoot 40% from three, shooting 9 attempts at night. Desmond Bain can do that for them. So I think it's perfect for them. Are Nuggets going to make any trades? Well, the Nuggets are, I think, are finished with their offseason. Like they got Tim Hardaway on the minimum, Bruce Brown on the minimum. Bruce Brown is a great signing. If Bruce Brown and Jokic can rekindle like 10% of what they had in that 2023 playoff run, that's a great signing. Tim Hardaway, great 3-point shooter, just a microwave guy. He could be hot, he could be cold, but you can't really. I mean, that's what you get with a minimum player, right? You bring in Jonas Valanciunas, the best backup center that Jokic has ever had. You bring in Cam Johnson, and all you had to give away was Michael Porter Jr. Cam Johnson is an upgrade. Cam Johnson is definitely an upgrade from Michael Porter Jr. Defensively, upgrade. He doesn't have the length that Michael Porter Jr. had, but he's better defensively, in my opinion. The shooting is arguably better. The playmaking is better. He's better at moving off the ball. He's a great fit next to Jokic. He's going to fit very well in that offense. What do you think about Concanipple going to Charlotte? I think it's great. And he's going to get opportunity over there. And I like that for any young guy in the NBA. Favorite NFL team, Giants. Do you think MJ is better than LeBron? I think LeBron's better than MJ. Westbrook next team. I think it'd be fun to see him in New York, but I don't think he's going to go anywhere for the minimum. So maybe Sacramento, Miami. Did they rig the lottery? I don't think they rigged the lottery, no. All right. Like Josiah, an example of Josiah, I'm telling you this now for an example of who you would put in timeout is Yo J Chill. Favorite baseball team? Yankees. My girlfriend likes the Yankees, so I like the Yankees. Who do you think is winning MVP? I think it's going to be SGA back-to-back. Paolo, top 5 player right now? I can't say that right now. I think he could be like top 12. What's your opinion on the KD trade? Who won? Houston won. I don't hate it for Phoenix, but Houston won. Do you think Charlotte will trade LaMelo? No. I mean maybe if this season goes horrible, they trade LaMelo, but I don't think they do. Paulo, he's going to be great. He's going to be great. You think he's top 5? I don't think he's top 5. Is Jokic the best player in the world? Yes. Westbrook to Golden State would be fun. Yeah, that would be fun. Westbrook and Curry. Will LeBron get his 5th ring? No, I don't think he will. Unless he gets traded to Cleveland and they go in and take advantage of that 1-year window. Predictions for West and Eastern Conference Finals. West, it's going to be OKC and Houston. East, it's going to be Cleveland and New York. What's your favorite soccer team? I don't watch a lot of soccer, unfortunately. Can OKC go back to back? OKC can definitely go back to back. Is Russ a top 3 or top 5 point guard ever? He might be top 5. I don't think he's top 3. I think Jonas Valanciunas is going to Europe. I know. I hope he doesn't. I really hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't go to Europe because he's really such a good fit in Denver. I'd feel awful for Jokic if Jonas Valanciunas really goes to Europe. I low-key think that VJ Edgecombe will have a case for Rookie of the Year and that Ace Bailey will pan out like Cody Williams, unfortunately. No, I don't think Ace Bailey will be like Cody Williams. I think Ace Bailey's... I mean, he's already showing better potential than Cody Williams ever did. So, but yeah, VJ Edgecombe could be a dark horse Rookie of the Year if he can make some noise in Philly, like kind of like McCain did last year. But that would be if everyone started getting hurt and he got the opportunity to get a lot of shots up. Thoughts on Knicks to the finals? I could see it. I could see Knicks to the finals. SGA doesn't deserve MVP. SGA definitely deserved MVP. What do you think about Miles Turner going to the Milwaukee Bucks? I think it's kind of embarrassing for Indiana that they let their guy go like that. They couldn't just go into the luxury tax. I think it's cheap from the owners, honestly. I think it's embarrassing that they let their starting center from an insane playoff run last year just walk in free agency, walk to a division rival at that. What do you think about Duke basketball next year? They're bringing in the Boozers, right? I like it for them. I mean, I don't watch a lot of college basketball. I don't pay much attention to like college basketball in terms of like I gotta stop talking. Pistol Pete or John Stockton, who's better? I couldn't. Pistol Pete? Think the Clippers would have a chip if they didn't trade Shea? I don't know, because you don't know. I don't like when scenarios are brought up like that, and people are like, look, the Mavericks had Brunson, Luka, and Kristaps. If they kept all those guys, they would have won 1,000,000 championships. They had Quentin Grimes. They had I don't know, like all those. But like Jalen Brunson wouldn't have became the player that he is today if he never went to New York, if he never got that opportunity. You know what I mean? And like I don't think James Harden. Another example is James Harden on the Thunder when he left for the Rockets. Another example is that's another example. James Harden probably wouldn't have became a 36-point per game scorer on the Thunder. What do you think of the Rockets? I think the Rockets are going to be a 2 seed in the West next year, but I don't think they can get past OKC. J-Dub or Jaylen Brown? That's a good question now. We'll go J-Dub. I really like J-Dub. J-Dub. How good's VJ Edgecombe going to be? I think he has a lot of potential. Potentially all-NBA potential someday. What about Poole? I think, I always forget about that. That Poole is a New Orleans Pelican now. Like, he's playing with Zion. That's going to be a lot of fun. Maybe he could have a good year next year in New Orleans. He played better this year than he did the year before that. So if he can continue getting better, that could be a lot of fun. That could be a fun team over there in New Orleans. They drafted Fears, drafted Queen. They're building something over there. What do we think about Keegan Murray? I don't know. I hope he can pick up his play, because his rookie year, sophomore year, junior year drop, like he's just been dropping every year. I hope he can pick it back up. Where do you think Al Horford will go? I think he's either going to go to Golden State or retire. Or maybe Denver. If Denver does lose Jonas Valanciunas from him going to Europe and they free up that mid-level exception, maybe they sign Al Horford. Where should DeRozan go next? I could see Miami. I could see the Clippers. Maybe if it's the Clippers, it'd have to probably be a Norman Powell 1-for-1 swap. If it's Miami, maybe it's a Wiggins swap. Are the Mavs contenders next season? I don't think they're contenders. I think they could be solid, though. How good is Kaman Mayuwatch going to be? Well, the thing is, he's not an elite defender right now. People love him so much as a prospect because he has the tools to be an elite defender someday. So maybe he could be like a Rudy Gobert kind of player someday. Hopefully with better hands. Will LeBron come back to Cleveland? Hopefully, that'd be fun. Who do you think is winning MVP this or next season? SGA. What do you think about the Wizards? I think the Wizards have a cool young core. They're not going to make any noise this season. If you guys could please like the stream, subscribe if you're new. It'll help me out. Do you think Colin Murray-Boyles was the right pick for the Raptors at nine, passing on Mayuwatch? It's a swing. It's hard to tell right now. I had them taking Mayuwatch. I had them taking Carter Bryant in one of my mock drafts. So, it was unexpected. I had Colin Murray-Boyles falling to around 12. I had him going to San Antonio in one of my mock drafts. So, it's tough to see right now, but I would have preferred them getting a Carter Bryant or Kaman Mayuwatch personally. Who's your favorite player? Jalen Brunson. Who you got winning the 2025 championship? I think Knicks, now that they have a great bench. I don't know if the Knicks can win a championship. I think it's just so hard to beat that OKC team next year. Until that second apron hits them, OKC will rule the NBA for a while. What are your thoughts on VJ Edgecombe? Super high potential. Love him. Will Cam Johnson be better for the Nuggets than MPJ? In my opinion, Cam Johnson will be better for the Nuggets than MPJ, yes. Better fit. I love the stream, but I'm going to go now. Keep going. You're so good. Thank you, Turtle. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. What do you think about the Wizards? Like I said, cool young core. Nothing more than that. Do you think DeRozan needs to go to Milwaukee? Oh, yeah, that could be fun. DeRozan in Milwaukee. People forget that DeRozan's not one of those older players that's on a bad contract. Like, he'll give you 20 points per game next year while only making, $25 million a year? Like, that's good. Great ball knowledge, bro. Thank you, W Reddits. Thank you. Do you think the Hawks will be good next year? Yes, I think the Hawks could be a top 3 seed next year. All right, stop asking me about the Wizards. I've answered that already. Do you think I have a chance to be an NBA player if I'm from Germany and I'm one of the best in my club? How old are you? You got to get noticed somehow. Like, what kind of club? Think the Spurs will have Rookie of the Year for the 3rd time in a row? I think Flag will get it, but Harper could be a dark horse. I just don't think he's gonna get that much opportunity. Like as much opportunity as like a Trey Johnson could be a dark horse for Rookie of the Year. He might go out there and average 20 a game. Pacers miss the playoffs next year. I don't think they'll miss the playoffs, but I think they'll be a playing team. Can you do the Dougie for John Wall? I can't do the Dougie. Are the Hawks going to be contenders next year? I don't think they'll be contenders, but I think that they could make some noise, like I said, in the Eastern Conference. Be like a second round, maybe Eastern Conference Finals team. Dylan Harper winning Rookie of the Year and Sixth Man of the Year. Yeah, maybe he wins Sixth Man of the Year. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know about Rookie of the Year. Pacers won't miss the playoffs next season. You're tweaking. I didn't say that. I said they'll be a playing team probably. Do the Knicks have any picks? They don't have. They have some picks. They're not like depleted from their picks, but they don't have like as much picks as like a. They don't have all their picks. Do you think Golden State will be contenders? No. Do you think by the end of Cooper Flack's career he will be in GOAT combos? It's hard to say that right now, so I'm gonna say no. Thoughts on Ace Bailey? Upsides there, very fast. Like when I was watching him in Summer League last night, he looked a lot faster than I thought he was. I was talking to the other guy, not you, Court. Sorry, it's all right, no problem. Is Boston still a contender? No. Do you think Blazers can make a play-in? No, not in the West. If they were an Eastern Conference team, maybe. Not in the West, though. I like what they're doing, though. Trying to build up that defensive-oriented reputation over there in Portland. Thoughts on Dylan Harper? A lot of upside. He could be great off the bench for San Antonio, even as soon as next season. He reminds me of Kate Cunningham. Like, I really like that comparison for him. Do you think the Knicks should tank for some picks to get more depth? No, definitely not. Will Pels be contenders? Because I'm a fan, no. Do you think the Thunder will be in finals contender? Yes, the Thunder will probably win the finals next year. Do you think the Houston Rockets can maybe be OKC? Maybe in a crazy world they can be OKC. Maybe. Which team do you think might be the best in 5 years? San Antonio with Wembanyama. How tall are you? 5'11". Do you like the NBA? I love the NBA. That's all I talk about, NBA. It's my thing. Got 201 people in here. Be sure to like the stream and subscribe. Help me out a little. Hey, Leah. Chances of Jokic trade in a few years? No. Denver will never trade Jokic. What is Toumani Kamara's market value? He's insane. Great defender. Young. Real standout rookie last year. So he has a lot of value on the market right now. He's kind of in that like Herb Jones market. Teams will give up a lot for Kamara. I feel like a man can lock up SGA for at least a game or two. I don't know. It's so hard to lock up SGA. And even if you do lock up SGA, who's locking up J-Dub? Bro, the stream is tough. I appreciate that, Josiah. What's up, budget? Broken Rockets win it next year. Can KD change his reputation? Like I said, in a crazy world, they can do it. But I don't think I live in that world. I don't think any of us live in that world where Houston will be champions next year. What's going on, Kevin? What's going on, Talon? What's going on, everybody? My hand is like growing weird things. Bro, we gonna get this guy to 10,000 subs? Hopefully someday. Would you take Prime Harden or current Shea? Current Shea. I don't watch lives, kid, and I've been stuck here for the last 15 to 20. Good work, bro, from Harlem, New York. Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. What was that name? I appreciate that, Loso. I appreciate that a lot. I live near the New York area. Just subscribed. I appreciate that, Kevin. I really do appreciate that. Thoughts on Mike Brown? I don't know. I mean, it's tough because I think Tibbs deserves one more year. But getting rid of one two-time coach of the year, bringing in another two-time coach of the year is not horrible. I don't think that Mike Brown is a better defensive coach than Tibbs, but I do think he's a better offensive coach, and he does take care of what a lot of Knicks fans want, and a lot of Knicks fans want, and that's going deeper into the rotation, which Mike Brown will do. And we saw what Mike Brown did in Sacramento a couple years ago in that playoff run. So who knows? Maybe they can make some noise. Is Shea a bit overrated? I don't think so. I love the stream. Thank you, Rita. I appreciate that. Thank you, Loso, for subscribing. Is Ace Bailey actually going to be good? I think he'll be good. What do you think the Pacers' future looks like? I think it looks good. I think Rick Carlisle is a coach, amazing. As long as they can keep him, they'll be a solid basketball team. Halliburton when he comes back, Nembhard might get a lot of opportunity. I mean, that's one thing that Pacers fans can look forward to is guys like Nembhard. He can get more opportunity, like with the basketball in his hands, and maybe by the time Halliburton comes back, Nembhard is taking a step up, and maybe he's becoming a better player by then. You're my favorite YouTuber now. I appreciate that, Josiah. Thank you. Do you think Zion getting traded in the future? Maybe if he keeps on this trajectory, maybe. Which team is slept on? Atlanta. How many years will Knicks win a championship? What do you mean? Like how many times do I think they can win a championship? I don't think they can win that many championships. Do you know the player Phil Millsap? No, I do not. Who's the GOAT? LeBron, in my opinion. Will the Warriors make a big trade? I don't think so. I think they pretty much have an idea of what their roster will look like next season. Opinion on how the Nuggets have been doing this offseason. Do I think they could win a chip now? They could. I think they're more capable. I do live in Jersey, Gigs. I think they're more capable of winning a chip than Houston is. It's going to be them or Houston in the Western Conference Finals playing OKC. And, I mean, you never know. I mean, Denver with a team that is worse than I think their team next year will be. They took OKC to 7 this year. So, who knows? Which team in the West are people sleeping on? Probably Dallas. I mean, I'm sleeping on them myself. Who will be the next Lakers center in your opinion? Well, it's Ayton. Be sure to like the stream, everybody. Be sure to like the stream. Opinion on if Shea's flopping? I don't think Shea's flopping. I mean, he has some egregious cases where, yeah, he can sell it a little bit, but a lot of players do that, and that's been going on for a long time, right? And here's how I always say. I mean, if you've been on my stream before, you know this analogy that I use. If I drive to the paint 100 times and get fouled 20 times, and you drive to the paint 20 times, get fouled 4 times, we're getting fouled at the same rate. I'm just driving more than you. SGA drove the most in the NBA last year. So obviously, he's going to get the most foul calls. So obviously, he's going to beat the free throw line a lot, right? Am I good? Giannis Antetokounmpo, you are very good. Yeah, but he purposely does it at times. But like people take it out of context. Ayton might finally make LeBron retire, LMO. Yeah, I don't think Ayton makes the Lakers contenders. I've been seeing a lot of people saying that on my timeline on Twitter. I don't think Ayton makes the Lakers contenders. Yo, if DeRozan stayed in Raptors 2019, can they stayed on the Raptors in 2019? Can they still win a championship? No. Prime Harden, the best prime. I don't think he's the best prime. He's definitely one of the best primes ever. When did the Pacers win a chip? It's gonna be a while. Who do you think will win MVP next year? Probably SGA. I'll probably go back to back. And I see SGA as your profile picture, so I know you might like to hear that. What do you think needs to be the next star to play with Luka after LeBron leaves? Well, I got to think. Who's in that 2027 free agency class? Because that's when they'll have max money. Who is in that free agency class? I don't know off the top of my head. I wish I could look that up. I'm making Lamar Jackson ahead of you. Should I tag you? Yeah, tag me, Josiah. I'll check it out. I'll show you some love. It's my birthday. Happy birthday, Henry. Happy birthday, Henry Harrison. Who's your favorite team? I'm a Knicks fan. Hold your camera for Lamar Jackson. All right, fine, board gamer. I got you. Hopefully that's the right hand. I always get confused. The 2020 season was the best and hardest of the 20s so far. I think this past season was the best and hardest of the 20s so far. Yeah, that's what's going on. Do you think Nikola Jokic was robbed? No, I think SGA deserved that MVP. What do you think KD will do in Houston? I think they could be a third-round exit. I think it'd be a disappointment if they were anything less than that. Knicks got worse. That's factually wrong. Should the Knicks trade Hart for another starter? As a Knicks fan, it hurts, but they might. They might need to trade Hart for another starter, a guy who can space the floor a little more. Maybe they do something like that at the deadline. The Knicks did not get worse. Pacers or OKC? OKC. Did you like last year's All-Star games? No. They were horrible. When did the league do the Steph Curry versus what's her name? Sabrina? What's that WNBA player's name? Sabrina. What is her name? Somebody tell me what that girl's last name is. Sabrina something. She plays for the New York Liberty. Somebody tell me what her name is. Sabrina Ionescu. Yeah. That what year was that Curry Sabrina Ionescu thing? Yeah, her. I live in New York. If the Knicks keep going like this, the whole city's going to party. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's fun to watch the Knicks. I was at the Garden, 2023. I'm getting different answers. Somebody look it up and tell me. Somebody say I looked it up. It is so and so. Do you think the Knicks will make a deep playoff run? Yeah, I think they'll make a deep playoff run. Whether they make it to the finals, I don't know. Do you think the Heat will ever win a championship? I'm sure at some point. Not anytime soon. I looked it up, 2023. Okay, 2023. Okay. Are you any good at basketball? I like to say I'm pretty good at basketball. I searched it up 2024. Guys, it was last year. 2024 sounds right. Do a flip? I can't do a flip. How much do you think Kyrie will be affected by the ACL tear? I looked it up as 2024. I believe you. I don't think Kyrie will be affected like a crazy amount, but I think he'll slow down a little bit. Especially because you combine that with him getting older, it's not the greatest combination for a Kyrie Irving, a point guard in the NBA. Did LeBron change teams? No. Who do you think will step up the most this year on the Bucks, not counting Giannis? I think Miles Turner could have a year where he averages like 20 a game. Do you think Giannis will get traded? No. Cat is zesty? Cat's not zesty. He's a grown man. You think the Warriors still got it? I think they got it. I think they got being a second-round exit. I think they got that. Ja hopefully will have a comeback. Yeah, I guess. I mean, his value is getting low. Like, he had that one amazing year in, like, 2022. Since then, it's been downhill with the off-court stuff, even the on-court stuff. Who's the most underrated team right now? Atlanta. Who you got in 2026? OKC. 2027, Houston. When do you think LeBron will retire? After this season, after this coming season. Are you a Knicks fan? I am a Knicks fan. But I try to stay as neutral as I can. Who you got in 2050? Pelicans. Which team is rising? Washington. Portland. Those teams. Where's Dame going to go? Hopefully Boston. I think that could be fun. Go over there and rehab with Tatum. Come back in 2027. Have a great team over there. You got for six man? I saw someone say Dylan Harper. I think that could be fun. Watch out for Detroit. I hated Detroit's all season, honestly. Who's your least favorite NBA team? I don't think I have it. I don't think I have a least favorite NBA team. Did this guy ignore my comment? I might have missed it. There's a lot of shots coming in. If Giannis was traded, where do you think he would go? I think Atlanta could be fun. You think Spurs are going to be great next season or no? Or good? They could be good. They could be good. Sure. I hate the Knicks. Convince me why they good. Well, they have 2 all-star starters on their team. Plus, they added depth. So that's not a good team. I don't know what that is. I don't know what is. SGA or OKC will repeat. I think he will. Or I think they will. Thoughts on the Knicks? Eastern Conference Finals. Damn near Eastern Conference Finals lock. Why is Caitlin Clark in a shooting slump? Is she in a shooting slump? I don't know. Forgive me. I don't really watch WNBA that much. Who's your favorite team? I'm a Knicks fan. The Knicks have a deep team. OG, Mitch, JB, Mikhail, etc. Yeah, and in that etc., you have guys like Mitch, Josh Hart, Deuce McBride. Now you add Yabusele, Jordan Clarkson. Hopefully they re-sign Shamit as a 10th man. Do you think Tyler Hero will get traded? No. I don't think he will, but I think he should get traded within the next 2 seasons. While his value is super high. West too stacked for OKC to go back-to-back. OKC is a ridiculous team. Like, that team is historic. I don't think the West is too stacked. Not for that OKC team. Do you think the Cat deal was good? Yeah, I think it was pretty much a win-win for both sides. What do you think the best trade was this season? My favorite trade this season was probably the Michael Porter Jr. Cam Johnson swap. Try to read my full name. Rita Nicklin Cezabolix. Do you think LeBron's a crybaby? No. Will the Celtics be good? Will the Celtics be good this season? I don't think so. Probably playing team. 8 to 10 seed. World Cup 2026, who will win? Sorry, I don't know my soccer teams. Can Steph win another chip? No. Is LaMelo overrated or properly rated? Properly rated. When will Curry retire? 3 years. Is Karl-Anthony Towns a bad asset because of his large contract and poor defensive ability? He's not a bad asset. Like, he was an all-star starter. He's making, what, 50, 60 million a year? That's not bad. That's not horrible at all. Do you think SGA's max was deserving? Yes, 100%. He had a historic season and led that team to a championship. Their first one in franchise history. I mean, guy got his own holiday in OKC. Do you play any other sports besides basketball? I do not. Who's the GOAT? LeBron, in my opinion. Could Westbrook start somewhere this year? No. When do San Antonio and Wemby win their first championship? Within the next 3 years. Love that. Thank you. Almost right. You got to correct me. I don't care if it's SGA, NBA paying the refs every game. Knicks in 6. Hopefully. Hey, Sam. Do you play 2K? I do play 2K. Do you think if Tyrese Halliburton was in for Game 7 of the finals, the Pacers would have won? I think it would have been a way better game, but I think OKC would have still had it. Who's better, East or West? West. When was Kawhi Leonard drafted? 2011, right? LeBron's the GOAT in basketball? I agree with you. Anyways, I appreciate everybody for hopping in here. Be sure to like the stream. I do have to end it. I got to go do some stuff with my family. Be sure to subscribe. Turn on the post notifications. Support the channel while you're here. And yeah, be here next time. I appreciate everybody for dropping in. Have a blessed day, night, afternoon, whatever time zone you guys are in. Can you say hello? Because my brother's in the hospital. Can you say Allison? Hello, Allison. Feel better. I'm sorry you're in bad conditions. I'll pray for her. I'll pray for her, Kaya. Bye, everybody. God bless all of you.